So hi, I just wanted to give you a short overview of the current state of affairs at the moment at the market. We're first looking at the Bitcoin chart here. This is the daily chart, which still looks quite bullish, even though we've seen a sell signal here, of course, in the MACD. We see a triangle shaping here with some candles that show that the buyers are in charge with a long shadow at the bottom. There's also there was also a smaller downward line, descending line here that you can see in the 4 hour, which basically was broken out of today, which generated kind of a buy signal in the shorter term. As you can see, also there's a bullish cross here. So in the 4 hourly, we're looking, and this looks pretty good. I think from what I can see here, we are looking at a retest of this line, which now runs at around 38,700 or maybe 39. And from there on, that might be a good place to take some profit, or maybe, who knows, maybe it will break through and continue the longer term uptrend. I'm still biased towards a downward correction, maybe towards the bottom that we saw on the 12th of January, 11th of January, which is around $30,000. But let's see. We'll take it as it comes. I think this might be a good time to take some profit off the table, and you could always get back in if it breaks through. But let's see. Then let's look at the Ethereum chart here. You see something slightly different but pretty similar. There was a line here. I drew the line kind of through the chart here, through the candles. Why? Because it's a line that's been touched so many times, and it actually looks a little bit more valuable to draw it this way. But obviously you're free to draw it in different ways. But also here you see a triangle with a consolidation going on here, and at some stage it will break out either to the upside or to the downside. I think Ethereum, let's look at the cross chart here, Ethereum BTC. Ethereum looks a little bit more bullish, as you can see here as well. We're now looking at the 4 hour chart, where you had a double bottom here, December, beginning of January. Then it immediately went from 0.023 to 0.034, so a 50% increase, basically in a matter of days, basically. Actually, it was in one day. So a very quick increase. Then it consolidated, a long period of consolidation here from the 4th of January all the way to, well, we're now at the 18th. So and at some stage this will also break out, and I suspect this will go to the upside. And then if we go to the upside, let's switch to the daily chart. You'll see my target here is actually 0.0388, and it could even test the old highs of September, of the 1st of September. So that would be around 0.04. So that would be very bullish for Ethereum. Then we have, let's look at the one that I follow as well as the icon chart. I will switch first to the weekly. On the weekly, we have to kind of look at it from a different perspective, but on the weekly you can see there's like a cup and handle shape forming here, with a bottom here at 0.1 and a top or a neckline, if you like, or at 0.8. So if that would break, then you're probably looking at a target of 1.7 or something. So that's a really bullish situation that we're looking at. Everything looks bullish. I think we should test this level of 0.8, and then we might see a bit of consolidation, a bit of there could be a slight correction taking place, but let's keep an eye on that. It could also go straight through, so we judge the situation as we're there. Another one that I follow is Waves. Now Waves had a massive run here from $1 to $9, went back to basically $5.50. It went back even below that, like 4.96 here. Now it looks like if this doesn't become a head and shoulders pattern, because this could still be shoulder, head, shoulder, if it does break through, we could see some serious increases from here. So I'm keeping my money in that, and I think this will be a good opportunity for us. Let's also look at the gold chart. The gold chart here, we have seen a correction until 1800 and 1801 spot gold. just outside that line. Let's switch to a weekly chart. You can see we've drawn the line here again through the chart here. I drew through the candles, but again it's 1, 2, 3, 4 points where we touched it. So it looks like a good line. If we break back in, that could be a very bullish signal. If we bounce off here and we remain under that line, we should actually see a further correction. Let's see how it goes. I'm still kind of looking at the MACD as well, and it looks like most of the sellers have disappeared. Who would in the right minds would sell gold at this moment with all the money printing that's going on? But okay, we can't be emotionally attached to these assets. On the commodity channel index also I see a higher low here happening, which is normally a sign that we are in a bottoming process. We've seen that here as well. You see a higher low, then normally you're getting closer to a bottom. Here another higher low, and then you're basically going up from there. Let's keep an eye on that. Silver, no different. We see something very similar. Massive bull run from 11 to 29 and a correction of about 45% to 22, or a little bit lower even. I think this will be a bit of a longer consolidation maybe, and then we'll head towards $50. Let's zoom out to the monthly chart. So far, by the way, on the MACD also you don't see any signs of a bottoming process here. This looks like it's still continuing, but who knows? One green candle towards $26 could bring a slight change to that. Also here, not a very low bottom on the commodity channel index. Looks good, higher low again. RSI bottomed at 49, so to me that is a very bullish range, and I think I've seen so many people being worried about the silver prices, the gold prices. To be honest, an RSI at 49 in the weekly chart is not a real steep correction. This is something that we could have expected. Monthly chart, we're nowhere yet. So what are we worried about? Yeah, we've seen prices of $49 in 2011. We're now only at for $24. I think we're going to see much higher prices than this. It looks like a good setup. We could see a correction going a bit deeper than this, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I keep buying. I'm pretty bullish. Last one I want to look at is the platinum chart. As you can see, there was a long period of resistance, long resistance line, a lasting line from February 17 to April 21, or to December 20. So more than 3 years below that level of $1,030. That's also been breached now, so we're now at the 1,075. I do think we might see another retest of this line, 1,030 at the most, but then we'll probably head back and test this 1,075 level. From there onward, I think it's going to be bullish, and we're going to see much higher prices, and we're probably going to follow palladium trajectory. So let's see. Let's keep an eye on that. Thanks for listening. Let's do this more often. Cheers.